from West Orange High School in Orlando, Florida. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. We're over the halfway point in Week 6. Today, it's the second regular season meeting between the 3-2 East Coast Sharks versus the undefeated Knights of Central Florida. The Knights are one of 3 undefeated teams left in the league. Captains are on the field for the coin toss and kickoff coming up next. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. This is your Week 6 coverage of the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. I'm Jared Oliver at West Orange High School on Raymond Screws Field. The undefeated Knights of Central Florida looking to go 5-0 on the season. One of 3 undefeated teams left in the league, as both teams coming off a win a couple weeks ago. The East Coast Sharks as well trying to get their 4th win of the season. East Coast won the coin toss, deferred. So the Knights will receive the opening kickoff here at Raymond Screws Field.
No, this tells him I'm ready. Yeah. You can see how he looks up here.
As we are moments away to get things set here, as the East Coast Sharks taking on the undefeated Knights of Central Florida. And we are underway as Mario Johnson scoops it up off the 20-yard line. Room to run up the middle, crosses the 30, and that's where we'll see the Knights offense take over for the opening series, led by their dual-threat quarterback, Rashard Hendricks. Dangerous quarterback, dual threat, 6'2", 190. Can certainly take it the distance with his legs, but also a solid arm as well.
At quarterback for the Knights, number 9, Rashard Hendricks.
So here we go for the Knights offense. 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Four receivers set. Hendricks, a throw on 1st down, unloads it. Wide open receiver, but overthrows him. Would have been 6 on the first offensive play of the game for Marcus and Voltaire, but overshoots him. Or check that. That looks like Courtney Keith, number 12.
Pass incomplete, intended for Calvin Brown. 10.
So check that. Intended target was number 13. Second down. And here's Hendricks looking for room on the far side. Squeaks through, and that'll be good for a first down. Rashad Hendricks, dual threat quarterback, can certainly extend plays with his legs. Picks up the first to move the chains.
First down.
First down and 10 from their own 45 for the Knights. Mario Johnson in motion. Handoff. That's Marquise Hargrove breaking tackles and then upended for about a 2-yard pickup.
Marquise Hargrove on the carry. Gain of 2 yards. Brings up second down and 8. Ball spotted on the 47-yard line.
Second down and 8 for the Knights from their own 47. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Hargrove, the running back. Gets the carry inside. Stutter steps and nowhere to go. No gain on the play. And that Sharks defense in the backfield for the TFL. First got to get there for the Sharks, Devontae Jones, defensive tackle. Third down and 8 for the Knights. Hendricks looks right, pumps, over the middle in the seam, got him in, still on his feet, 1 man to beat, and into the end zone, touchdown, Mario Johnson.
Touchdown, Knights. Mario Johnson, touchdown reception pass by Rashard Hendricks.
Opening drive home run for the Knights of Central Florida.
53 yards on the play.
53-yard reception. Hendricks and Johnson in rhythm. And the Knights will kick it for the point after try. Jake Limio for the point after. Line drive, that one no good, but there is a flag.
Flag on the play.
So it'll be a personal foul on the Sharks.
Personal foul called.
So they'll have a chance to re-kick it here. Head coach for the Knights, Dwight Gifford. Strong reputation in semi-pro in the state of Florida.
Taking on a kickoff or a re-kick.
So they'll line up again for the point after try here from Jake Limio. Good snap, good hold, another line drive, and it's good. So bad operation, but the execution is there. 7-0 your score with 12:15 left to go in the first. The Knights strike first here at West Orange High School. First drive for the Knights ends up with a touchdown, 7-0 your score, with just under 3 minutes into the ball game here. Undefeated Knights looking like the billing so far here in the early stages. Pooch kick near the 25-yard line. This will be returned by the Sharks. Has a lane up the middle and had a couple of people to beat. But he gets it all the way to the 40-yard line, and that'll put the Sharks up with great field position on their opening series.
Sharks return into Knights territory at the 40-yard line. Tackle made by
that return by Kendall Sawyer.
Daniels.
So the Knights offense, the Sharks offense will be led by Christian Burt, number 15 at quarterback. Head coach for the Sharks, Scott Veit, and the offensive coordinator, Matt Parsons. So 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now check that. At quarterback, it's Patrick Knight to get the opening snaps. Throws far side, and that one nearly intercepted. Frank Ward almost had him an interception on the first offensive play for the Sharks. Falls incomplete to bring up 2nd down. Second down and 10 for the Sharks. 4-receiver set. Knight cuts it far side, incomplete.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 11.
That one intended for Jairus Kelly.
Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Sharks.
Third down and long for the Sharks from the 40. Pressure up the middle, and that one high velo over the middle, but falls incomplete, nearly intercepted, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Sharks. So the good kickoff return, null and void there on that drive, 3 and out. So the Sharks will punt it away. Eddie
Back to receive for the Knights, number 4, Alex
Dufresne back for the punt. And a live line drive punt. Near the far side on the return. It's got room to roll. And pitches it. And he'll be slammed near the 10-yard line. So just like that, the Knights offense back on the field after a 3 and out. 11:30 to go here in the first quarter. The Knights with a 7-0 lead. Back at Raymond Screws Field at West Orange High School, the Knights of Central Florida already with a touchdown lead with 11:30 to go here in the first quarter. They start this drive with their worst field position from their own 10-yard line. Inside handoff. bounces it up the middle, and picks up a couple.
Hendricks on the carry.
That's Calvin Brown Jr. on the carry.
2nd down and 6 for the Knights.
Four-yard pickup for Brown brings up 2nd down and 6. Keith in motion. Back up the middle. This time it's Rashard Hickman. Picks up about 3.
Rashard Hickman on the carry.
As he loses his hat, he'll have to head to the sideline for at least one play. And in comes Ricky Rogers, number 34, at running back. So 3rd down and short for the Knights. From their own 17. Sharks move up front, and that's enough to draw a flag.
Flag on the play.
And that's going to be good for a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
Encroachment on the defense.
So the Knights get bailed out there on a 3rd down.
5-yard penalty.
A fresh pair of downs here to make it 1st and 10.
1st down for the Knights.
First down and 10 for the Knights at their own 22-yard line. Ricky Rogers, the running back, 4-receiver set. They hand it off inside, falls forward for a short gain. Picks up 2.
Ricky Rogers on the carry. Gain of 2 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Second down and 8 for the Knights from their own 23. Hendricks wants to throw. Unloads it in the seam. Another step. Oh, this time Mario Johnson couldn't hold on to it. Lost it in the sun.
Pass incomplete. Intended for
Would have been another potential house call for Mario Johnson.
3rd down and 8 for the Knights.
So following the incompletion brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Knights from their own 24. Sharks bring 4. Hendricks with time, steps up, eyes downfield, unloads it. Oh, what a beautiful touch pass. Headed to the end zone for another house call. Touchdown, Knights. KJ Thompson. There is a flag, and it looks like it's going to be holding.
Flag on the play.
So that'll bring everything all the way back.
Holding called against the offense.
That's correct. Or half the distance to the goal, in this case, 10 yards.
10-yard penalty.
So there will be a holding call. It'll be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long now for the Knights. They'll spot the ball at their own 14. So a penalty that wipes a touchdown off the board for Central Florida. And we'll get a timeout on the field to be called by the Knights. We'll take one as well. 7-0 your score. The Knights facing a long third down here coming up after the break. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Knights facing a long third down here following a holding penalty that wiped the touchdown off the board. Here's Rashard Hendricks, steps up, buys time. Over the middle in traffic, that one too tall, and falls incomplete. Looking for Alex Abney Jr.
Pass incomplete, intended for Abney.
That'll bring up fourth down for the Knights, and they will punt this away. So Jake Lemio will come out to boot it away for the Knights.
Lemieux on the punt for the Knights.
So Lemo will punt this away inside his 5, lined up at the 2-yard line. And a short punt, takes a bounce near the 45. Ball will take a roll. And the returner did not touch it. But the Knights of Central Florida pleading their case that he did touch it. But the official says it was a clean ball, so they'll spot the ball at the 36-yard line. So the Sharks will take over there. So a close call there by East Coast.
37-yard line. First and 10 for the Sharks on their own 37-yard line.
8:04 to play here in the first quarter. Knights with a 7-0 lead. Scored on a 53-yard touchdown on their opening series, and now the Sharks set to start their second drive of the game. Patrick Knight in at quarterback. 3 receiver set. Low snap, and Knight's going to have to eat it in the backfield for a loss of about 3. So bad operation there on the snap.
Sharks recovery.
From the center, Steven Jaramillo.
Loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up second down and 15.
So it'll be a 5-yard loss, brings up second down and 15 for the Sharks. Knights bring pressure. Knight unloads it, near side. High arcing ball, and that one almost intercepted. Good defense
Pass nearly intercepted
from Abney Jr.
by Alex Abney. Brings up third down and 15.
Abney Jr. had an interception a couple weeks ago here against Tri-County. And so we've got a timeout called by East Coast. They'll talk it over, facing a 3rd down and 15. We'll take a break as well. You're watching the UFLX from Raymond Screws Field on Varsity Sports Nation. Third down and 15 for the East Coast Sharks from their own 31-yard line. Jaleel Davis on the left hip of Patrick Knight. Sets up, pressure in his face, dumps it off, and nobody home. Falls incomplete, brings up 4th down for the Sharks.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 8. Brings up 4th down.
So Eddie Dufresne will come out and kick it away for the Sharks. Back for the return for the Knights. It's going to be Alex Abney Jr.
Back to receive for the Knights, number 4.
Also, Courtney Keith.
Alex Abney, and number 12, Courtney Keith.
And a kick that flares out of bounds. This will go out of bounds near midfield. Let's see where they spot it. And they're going to put it at the 49-yard line. So solid field position coming up here for the Knights of Central Florida, already up with a 7-0 lead. We'll take one more quick break. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. The Knights of Central Florida undefeated, looking to go to 5-0. Looking strong so far here in this first quarter. Under 7 minutes to play. 4 receivers set. Rashard Hendricks already with a passing touchdown. Inside handoff to Marquise Hartgrove. And he'll be taken down after about a 3-yard pickup near the 45.
Gain of 3 yards to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Knights.
Second down and 7 for the Knights from the 45. Hargrove, the running back. Keith in motion. Hendricks has time, throws on the slant. That one too far in front for K.J. Thompson.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 2, Thompson. 3rd down and 7 for the Knights.
So another 3rd down for Central Florida. 8 yards to move the chains. Hargrove on the left hip of Hendricks. Sharks bring pressure. Hendricks steps up, and that one flares out of bounds, looking for Johnson, brings up 4th down.
Incomplete, intended for Johnson, brings up 4th down.
And it looks like the offense will stay out for this 4th down here. Dwight Gifford, along with his offense coordinator, giving the play to Hendricks. First 4th down attempts of the ball game for either side. 4th and 7. Hargrove, the running back. Sharks bring 5. Up the middle and bad operation there. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The Sharks take over. So not the play operation you want there from the Knights. They turn it over and the Sharks take over the football. So we'll take a quick break as the Sharks get the ball with solid field position. You're watching the UFLX. Sharks defense gets the stop on 4th down. Their offense sets up shop 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Handoff to Davis and gets near midfield. The big fella scurries for 5.
Gain of 6 yards. Tackle made by number 4, Alex Abney. Ball spotted at midfield. 2nd down and 4.
2nd down and 4. 2 running backs in the backfield with Knight. Looks like Jaleel Davis and Steven Billings-Larson. Knights bring the pressure. Inside handoff, Davis. Moving that Powell. And gets near the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Sharks.
Tackle on the play by number 30, Rob Gregory, and 17, Bruno Marquez. Bringing up 3rd down and 1.
Third down and 1 from the 47. Knights come out with a 4-receiver set. Jaleel Davis, the running back. Knights bring pressure. And it'll be just enough to move the chains for the Sharks.
First down for the Sharks. Ball spotted on the Knights' 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down and 10 for the Sharks at the 44. Early movement up front. And flags fly. Both sides moved. Who's it going to be? It'll be a false start on the Sharks. That'll back them up 5.
Move them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15.
Following the false start, 1st down and 15 from the 49-yard line for the Sharks. 4-receiver set. Knight sets up to throw, far side. Quick throw to Deontalik Shelburne. And that's good for a nice gain as he crosses the 40-yard line.
Tackle on the sideline made by number 14, Frank Ward.
Tackle made by Frank Ward, the corner for Central Florida. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Ball spotted at the Knights' 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Inside handoff. And stood up after about a 1.5 yard gain. That's the big guy, Jaleel Davis, on the carry.
One-yard gain on the play. Third down and 3.
Best drive of the game for the East Coast Sharks. 3rd down and 3. Minute 26 left in this first quarter. Another handoff to Davis. Up the middle. And it'll be enough to move the chains for a first down. Good effort there by Jaleel Davis.
First down for the Sharks. Tackle made by 19, Kenny Johnson.
Under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Knights with a 7-0 lead scored on their opening drive. Knights trying to respond. Sharks trying to respond. First down and 10 for the Sharks from the 33. Play fake. Knight unloads near side, and that one out of bounds.
Pass incomplete. Brings up second down and 10 for the Sharks.
Looks like the intended target was Devontae Harper. Second down and 10 for the Sharks. Davis, the running back. Knight will throw. Sets up. Has time. Running out of it. And goes down for a huge sack at the 45-yard line.
This is going to be the end of the quarter.
Marcus Bates back there on the sack. And a huge loss for the Sharks. Certainly out of field goal range. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So the Knights defense comes up clutch as the first quarter ends, as they have a 7-0 lead. We'll get you set for quarter number 2. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. Welcome back to West Orange High School in Orlando, Florida. It's the Knights versus the Sharks. Central Florida with a 7-0 lead. And now the Sharks facing a long third down. 3rd and a mile to keep this drive alive. Let's see what Patrick Knight can do. Has time, throws near side. That's caught by D'Angelique Shelburne. Gets a lot of that yardage back from the sack, but not enough for a first down. And you're looking at about 4th and 8.
Tackle made by number 20, Robert Spoonhauer, the 3rd.
And the tackle by Robert Spoonhour, the 3rd.
It'll be 4th down
And you're looking at 4th and 9.
And 9 for the Sharks.
Offense stays out for the Sharks. They'll go for it. First 4th down attempt of the game for East Coast. Caden Herrick, the running back. Low snap. Knight sets up, throws far side, looking for the comeback route, but his intended receiver fell, looking for Kendall Sawyer, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Knights take over. So both teams going forward on 4th down. Both teams 0 for 1. Knights with the football when we come back. Both teams coming off of wins. Central Florida Knights 4-0. East Coast Sharks 3-2. First down and 10 for the Knights. Inside handoff for a good gain. That's about a 6-yard pickup, 7-yard pickup for the Knights. That's Rayshard Hickman on the carry.
Rayshard Hickman on the carry up the middle for 6 yards.
And he'll check out, and in comes Ricky Rogers, number 34, at running back.
Second down and 4 for the Knights.
Second down and 4 for the Knights from their own 38-yard line. Here's the counter. Hickman on the carry, bounces it outside. And that's good for a first down, but there is a flag down.
Flag on the play.
So the officials will have a conversation about the penalty.
That guy over there did it. Really, sometimes personal foul.
And it's going to be a personal foul on East Coast.
Personal
So
foul.
the run will stand for the Knights. So that'll be a first down, and they'll spot the ball
15-yard
at the East Coast
first down.
44-yard line. So a drive-changing penalty here for East Coast. The Knights with the advantage.
44-yard line, first and 10 for the Knights.
So now we'll see the Knights go pistol formation. Mario Johnson, the pistol back. He'll get it, bounces it outside. He's got speed, turns it up, got the first down, but there is a penalty down at the 45.
Mario Johnson on the carry, flag on the play.
And it's going to be holding on the Knights of Central Florida.
Holding called against the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay.
So that'll put the Knights offense back on their own side of the field. So up until the last couple of plays, clean football game for the most part. 12:25 left to go in here in the first half. Knights lead it 7-0. The Knights of Central Florida, one of 3 undefeated teams remaining in the UFLX. So they stay with the pistol formation. Johnson, the pistol back. A 3-bunch set at the top of your screen. They'll pitch it to Johnson. Nowhere to go and reverses field. And he's in trouble. Huge loss on the play. Goes down at his own 30.
Johnson on the carry, tackle for loss, back to the 30-yard line.
Scratch that one out the playbook. And that's Grady Pizarro with the huge TFL.
Second down and long.
So now it brings up 2nd down and 35 for the Knights. Keith in motion. Hendricks will throw. Running out of time. Buying more. He can run. And he'll be taken down. And picks up a few on the play. Nowhere near the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and long for Central Florida.
To the 34-yard line. 3rd down and long for the Knights.
Third down and a mile here. 31 yards to a first down for Central Florida. And penalty comes out. Or check that, no flags. Here we go. 3rd and forever for the Knights. Rashard Hendricks has a big arm. Plenty of time. Rips it over the middle. It's caught at midfield, but it is short. Well short of a first down. Good grab there from Dominique Brunson. So offense will stay out for the Knights. 9:27 to go here in the first half. And they will punt it away. Out comes Jake Lemo.
Knights will punt.
So it's 4th down and 15. Knights will play the field position battle here and punt it away. Deep man for the Sharks, Kendall Sawyer.
Short players. They don't have enough players offense.
And the Knights still having players run out on the field here on this. Lemo gets it away. High kick. Takes a bounce at the 20. And this is, they'll spot the ball at the 19-yard line for East Coast.
Ball is spotted down at
So
the
8:30 to play in the first half. East Coast still scoreless.
Sharks will take
You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation.
15-yard line.
.30 to play in the first half. Jared Oliver here with you on the call between the East Coast Sharks and the undefeated Knights of Central Florida. East Coast coming into this one 3-2 overall. Patrick Knight in his offense looking for points. Cuts that one underneath. That one's caught by Shelburne. Turns it up far side. Still on his feet, but runs out of real estate. Good pickup there on the pass and catch.
incomplete. Receiver runs out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
So that'll be good for a first down. Looks like about an 11-yard pickup.
Gain of 11 on the play.
First and 10. Handoff inside. Davis carrying defenders. 6-yard gain. Jaleel Davis is a load to bring down.
Tackle on the play by 19 Johnson and 30 Gregory. Second down and 5 for the Sharks.
5-yard pickup for Jaleel Davis brings up second down and 5 for the Sharks at their own 36. Quick snap. Here's Knight to throw. Unloads it. And that one too far in front. Intended target there was number 34 again.
Pass incomplete, intended for 34.
It's going to be Lorenzo Reeves.
Brings up third down and 5 for the Sharks.
Third down and 5 for the Sharks at their own 36. Jaleel Davis, the running back, on the left hip of Knight. Knight over the middle, caught. Good grab there from Reeves. That'll be a first down and a whole lot more, but there is a penalty.
Pass complete. Tackle by number 12, Courtney Key.
And legal man downfield, so that'll bring that positive play back for the Sharks.
Flag is on the offense. Ineligible receiver downfield. 10-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Third down and long for the Sharks from their own 32. Check that, 27. Here's Knight, sets up, throws far side. That went off the hands of Reeves. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Sharks.
And it'll be fourth down for the Sharks.
So Eddie Dufresne comes back out to boot it away for the Sharks.
Back to receive for the Knights.
Abney Jr. and Keith back for the return for the Knights, lined up at their own 45. Sharks still trying to get their personnel ready here on the punt. That's Christian Burke, the backup quarterback. And they fake it. Dufresne. And nowhere near the first down. Questionable play call there for the Sharks. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now you're giving the Knights excellent field position here with 6:13 remaining here in the first half.
It'll be a turnover on downs. First and
Questionable play call. The advantage, Knights of Central Florida. And they'll work with a short field here. And no, there was a late flag. Oh, wow. So that'll be a first down
flag
That'll be a first down for the Sharks. So they get bailed out on a personal foul call, and that'll keep the offense out for East Coast. How about that?
Ball spotted on the
Didn't see the flag.
46-yard line.
So the drive stays alive with a fresh pair of downs. East Coast out, first down and 10 from their own 46. Inside handoff to Davis, has room to run. The big fella crosses the 45, and that'll be good for a first down, a gain of 13.
Gain of 13 yards on the carry. Tackle made by number 0, Willie Jenkins, and 88, Lathan Black. First down for the Sharks. Ball spotted on the Knights' 41-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Sharks from the 41-yard line. Davis in at running back. 3 receivers set. Knights bring 5. Quick throw far side. Looking for the tight end, Pizarro. Can't hold on to it. Falls incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 8, Pizarro. Brings up second down and 10.
East Coast still looking for their first points of the game. Sharks coming off a 34-0 win versus the Chaos. Held in check so far here. Second down and 10 from the 41. Knight, delay handoff. Davis in trouble and wrapped up and dragged down.
Tackle for loss.
Armande Downing with the TFL.
Armande Downing.
And Downing, check that. That's his other teammate. So we've got a Knight player slow to get up here. 4:37 to play here in the first half. And we'll take an injury timeout. You're watching the UFLX from West Orange High School in Orlando. Welcome back to Raymond's Cruz Field at West Orange High School. Kenny Johnson was able to get up, run off on his own power. Quick snap here on third down and long. Knights over the middle, caught. What a throw and a catch at the 30-yard line to move the chains.
Pass is complete to the 30-yard line.
That was caught by Lorenzo McDowell. And a flag after the play. Let's see what the call is going to be. And it'll be unsportsmanlike on East Coast. So another penalty, taking away a big play from the Sharks.
After the play, so it could be. So yes, you go first down, but now it's 25 yards or whatever. 15.
Flag was after the play.
So yep.
So the penalty is after the play.
10 for the Sharks.
Timeout.
On the
And we've got a timeout on the field.
timeout.
And it'll be called by
Called by
the Knights. So 4:13 to play in the first half.
first half.
The Knights with a 7-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back to West Orange High School in Winter Garden. 7-0 score for the Knights. They lead it. Scored a touchdown on their opening drive. East Coast still looking for their first points on the evening after a 34-0 win a couple weeks ago versus the Chaos. First down and 10 throw for Knight. Unloads near side, jump ball. That one almost intercepted by Abney Jr. again.
Pass is broken up by number 4, Alex Abney.
Intended receiver Jairus Kelly.
Second down and 10 for the Sharks.
Second down and 10 for the Sharks from their own. Check that, from the 45-yard line. Davis, the running back. Knight unloads in traffic's got a man and a whole lot of room. Deontay Shelburne gets to the 25-yard line to move the chains.
Pass is complete to the 25-yard line. Tackle made by 17, Bruno Marquez. First down for the Sharks.
Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Sharks do get the ball to start off the third quarter. And a timeout called by Central Florida. 3:22 to play. That's their final charge timeout of the half. And we'll take a break as well. 7-0 your score. Back at Raymond Screws Field at West Orange High School. Empty set here for the Sharks. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Sharks looking for their first points of the game. Here's Knight to throw. Pressure in his face, and that one batted down at the line of scrimmage. Good play there by Marcus Bates.
Pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass. Brings up third down and 10 for the Sharks.
Just me, or does that logo look like a Viking, not really a warrior?
3:17 to go here in the first half. Third down and 10 for the Sharks from the 25-yard line. Jaleel Davis on the left hip of Patrick Knight. Knights bring 4. Knight throws far side, and that's caught at the 15-yard line. Still pumping his feet and goes out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Good catch from Deontay Shelburne. And it looks like we have an injured Knight on the field. That's Frank Ward. He does get to his feet, runs it off.
Pass is complete and advanced to the 4-yard line.
So the Sharks with a chance to punch it in for points.
Coaches come on the field, he has to go off.
So Frank Ward will take this play off. Sharks bring out their heavy formation. They stay in the gun. Jaleel Davis, the running back. Knights slow to get their personnel right. Handoff. Davis bounces it inside the power line for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Sharks.
So the drive remained alive with a favorable penalty to move the chains, and the Sharks pay it off with a touchdown from Jaleel Davis. So the Sharks will line up to go for two. So Jaleel Davis, the running back. 12 personnel. Knight. Play. Bad operation, and he's going to be short of the two-point conversion. So miscommunication there on the play. Your score, 7-6. The Knights with a 1-point lead with 2:33 to play here in the first half. You're watching the UFLX from West Orange High School in Winter Garden. Number 7-6 your score. The Knights lead it by 1. And they're set to get the kickoff here after a Sharks touchdown by Jaleel Davis. A line drive down the middle. This will be kicked it straight to the speedster, Kenyatta Johnson, as he crosses his own 40. So a timely touchdown drive for the East Coast Sharks. They do get the ball back to start the second half. 2:25 to play here and plenty of time for Rashard Hendricks and this offense for the Knights to operate. So outside of that first drive for the Knights, they've struggled in this first half. Let's see if they can get it going here. Empty set for Rashard Hendricks, 5 wide. Sharks bring 4. Hendricks unloads over the middle. That one too tall and intercepted. Penalty comes out. And off the tip drill, it'll be a turnover. Eddie Dufresne with the pick, but there is a penalty.
Return to the 38-yard line. There is a flag during the play.
Blindside block after the interception, back 15. On the receiving team or the interception team. Yeah. From the spot. Here it is. Yep.
So it'll be a blindside block on East Coast.
Illegal block on the intercepting team. Spotted at the
So the interception will
2-yard line.
stand true. but the penalty will put them inside their own 30-yard line. So how about the sudden change here for the East Coast Sharks? They score a touchdown. They get the ball back with an interception by Eddie Dufresne, and they've got 2:09 to work with, and they get the ball to start the second half.
He's going 15 because it was a legal blindside block.
Correction, 15 yards.
So 15-yard penalty on the illegal blindside block. They'll spot the ball at their own 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Whitehead should have gone personal foul, legal block, but he didn't. That's how
So after the sudden change, here we go. Sharks with momentum, early movement, and this will be a false start on East Coast.
False start called on the offense. Move them back 5 yards. First down and 15.
First down and 15 for the Sharks. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Davis, the running back, has a lane and slammed down to the turf as he crosses the 30. Pickup of 8. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Tackled by number 20, Robert Spoonhauer.
So a lot of momentum on the Sharks side right now. We're at the 2-minute warning. They get the ball to start the second half, and they'll try to score before this half runs out. You're watching the UFLX from West Orange High School. And just like that, we're back. Short 2-minute warning, second down and 4. Back to Davis on the ground and slammed down, and a penalty comes out as Marcus Bates could be called for a possible horse collar.
He's got a personal foul and necessary roughness. Let's see. That's how he calls.
Marcus Bates did bring down Davis up high,
Personal foul.
and it's going to be a personal foul,
Defense. Holding on the
and
offense. They offset.
it'll be a holding on offense, so those penalties will offset. We'll replay the down.
Call against the defense. Holding call against the offense. Penalties will offset. Replay. Second down.
1:53 to go here in the first half. Second down and 4 for the Sharks from their own 34, 33. 4 receiver set. Another handoff to Davis. Conservative play call as he pushes the pal across the 35.
Tackled by a host of Knights across the 35-yard line. Just shy of the first down. Third down and 1.
I'm surprised the Sharks aren't putting the ball in the air here. Three receivers at the bottom of your screen. 31, Davis with the carry, rumbles over 2 defenders, and that's good for a first down. And that'll stop the clock. And that'll be a timeout for, looks like the Knights. So check that, a timeout call by the Sharks with 60 seconds remaining. So we've seen a couple of conservative play calls from the Sharks. They get the interception. And we'll see what they do here with a fresh pair of downs. East Coast does get the ball to start the second half as well.
State said both teams are ready to play. You can cut the timeout short.
So 1 minute remains. First down and 10 for the Sharks. Knight will throw it. Unloads. His receiver has a step. Oh, and he dropped it. Lorenzo Reeves had 6 in his pocket, but couldn't hold on to it. Second drop of the day for him. Beautiful throw from Patrick Knight. So it does stop the clock. 52 seconds remain. Second down and 10.
Second down and 10 for the Sharks.
That was a great pass.
Knights bring 4. Knight throws, looking for Shelburne. Falls incomplete.
Brings up third down and 10 for the Sharks.
Third down and 10 for the Sharks. 45 seconds remain in the first half. Knights bring 4. Knight throws. Shelburne incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And the punt unit appears to come out for the Sharks. So they had a touchdown in their pocket, but Lorenzo Reeves couldn't make the grab, and they'll have to punt it away with 39 seconds remaining here in the first half. So back for the return, it's Abney Jr. and Keith lined up at their own 35.
Punting on fourth down. Back to receive for the Knights. Number 4, Abney.
Eddie DeFraney punts it away for the Sharks. Slow snap, gets it away. And it takes a hop. And they'll spot it at the 37-yard line. So with 30 seconds to go, we'll see what the Knights do here. Central Florida looking to go undefeated or remain undefeated, 5-0.
30.1 seconds remaining in the half.
Does Rashard Hendricks and this offense have one more gasp in them? First and 10 from their own 37. Empty set for Hendricks. Sharks only bring 3. Hendricks throws. That one caught by Mario Johnson. And they've got to get to the line of scrimmage here.
At the 44-yard line.
They need a sense of urgency. 13 seconds remain. Clock is running. And they'll spike it with 8 seconds to play.
Ball's clock, 8.1 seconds. It'll be third down for the Knights.
So we could see perhaps one more play here. Maybe a shot to the end zone for the Knights as they cling to a 7-6 lead. So they'll come out in the empty set. Hendricks Dials it up downfield and falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the first half. The Knights of Central Florida lead it 7-6. They scored in their opening drive. And the Sharks scored late in that second quarter. A failed two-point conversion. The Sharks get the ball to start the second half. We'll take it to halftime. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation.
Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.
This is Varsity Sports Nation. You're watching the UFLX. 7-6 your score as we get set to start the second half. The East Coast Sharks trail by 1. They'll get the ball to start things off. A short kick here. Takes a short fielded at the 20. And this will be returned by Kendall Sawyer. Still on his feet. Reverses field. Blockers in front. Crosses midfield. Sawyer breaks free. Trying to take it to the crib. Touchdown, Sharks. What a start to the second half. Kendall Sawyer.
Touchdown, Kendall Sawyer for the Sharks.
80-yard return, and just like that, Sharks lead it.
Kickoff return of 80 yards.
What a turn of events for the Sharks of East Coast. So East Coast will go for 2 here to try to make it a 7-point game. East Coast trying to get their personnel right in the huddle. Here's Knight looking to throw, looking inside, and that one jarred away. So your score 12-7, and how about that on the kickoff return? Kendall Sawyer takes it to the crib. They lead it 12-7 against the undefeated Knights. East Coast Sharks take it down the field on the opening kickoff to start the second half, and they lead it 12-7. Now, the Knights of Central Florida playing from behind. Kendall Sawyer with the 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Number 1, Mario Johnson.
And a flag comes out on the kick, and we'll pause play. Not sure what the call is here. And it looks like it was going to be, or it is, too many players on the field for the Knights. So Central Florida unraveling here, just not in sync to start the second half. Frustration penalty for sure for the Knights, so they'll re-kick it.
5-yard penalty.
And Eddie Duvernay will kick this one from his own 40-yard line. So back for the return, it's going to be Mario Johnson and Keith. So the Knights will try to respond here. Kenyatta Johnson puts his head down, and he's dropped at the 40. So after the kick 6,
To the 40-yard line
for the Sharks. Now the offense for Central Florida will take over. And for the first time in this game, they'll play from behind, 12-7. They trail with 14:25 to play here in the third. We saw the Knights score and go down the field on their opening drive. The offense has sort of stalled after that drive. We'll see if they can get it here to start things off here in the early stages of the third quarter. Ricky Rogers, the running back. Rashard Hendricks at quarterback in the gun, 4-receiver set. Sharks bring 4, throw to the far side. That's caught by KJ Thompson. Ball came out late, but the official says he was down.
Pass is complete.
That's good for a 7-yard pickup.
To the 47-yard line. Gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Second down and 3 for the Knights from their own 47-yard line. Keith in motion. Inside handoff. Rogers breaks the tackle and upended at midfield. That'll be good for a first down. Or check that. Yep, it will be. So that'll move the chains. Good carry by Ricky Rogers.
First down.
First down and 10 for the Knights. Hendricks will throw it in trouble and gets rid of it. Pocket got hot.
Hendricks pass incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Knights.
Amos Brown with the pressure in the backfield. And Hendricks gets rid of it in a timely fashion, brings up second down and 10. Second and 10 from midfield for the Knights. Sharks bring 4. Hendricks feels the pressure, stays on his feet, and just crosses the line of scrimmage, or at least gets back to the line of scrimmage for third down.
Hendricks back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up third down and 10.
So the offense still trying to get things going here. Give credit to that Sharks defense, adjusting as the game unfolds. Big third down here coming up for Central Florida. Sharks bring 4. Hendricks throws near side. That one's caught. Dominique Brunson. Oh, no. Incomplete. That one hit the ground, so that'll be fourth down for the Knights. And the frustration starting to set in here for the Knights. So for the moment, the offense stays out for the Knights, and it looks like they are going to go for it here on 4th and 10 from midfield. Huge opportunity here for the Sharks. Empty set for Rashard Hendricks on 4th and 10. Alex Abney Jr. in the slot. Sharks bring 5. Hendricks throws, deflected at the line of scrimmage, and intercepted. Second interception of the game for the Sharks defense. That time Picked off by Lorenzo Reeves.
Pass is intercepted by the Sharks. Return to the Knights' 39-yard line.
And the Sharks offense will have the football at the 39.
First and 10 for the Sharks on the Knights' 39-yard line.
So Patrick Knight in the offense has a chance to bust this game open. First down and 10 from the 39. Off the interception from Reeves. Knight will check the protection. Knights bring pressure, inside handoff. Davis, nowhere to go.
Tackle made by 88 Black. And 19 Johnson. Gain of 1 brings up second down and 9.
Second down and 9 for the Sharks. From the 38. Knight squares his shoulders. That one caught and complete by the tight end, Grady Pizarro, as he gets near the 20-yard line for a first down, and here come the Sharks offense.
Pass is complete. Tackled by number 4, Alex Abney. At the 20-yard line. First down for the Sharks. First and 10 on the Knights' 20-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Sharks at the 20-yard line. Jaleel Davis, the running back. Three receivers at the top of your screen. And a timeout called by the Sharks. We'll take one as well. Blood in the water for East Coast.
Their first of the half.
Welcome back to West Orange High School. The Sharks trying to punch it in to extend their lead. Inside handoff to Davis. Up the middle. Gets to the secondary as he crosses the 15. And how about the sudden change here of just momentum in this second half? The Sharks returning on the opening kickoff to start the second half. Kendall Sawyer takes it 80 yards. The defense for East Coast gets an interception, and now a possession later, the Sharks with a chance to extend their lead here with 9:25 to play in the third. Jaleel Davis, the running back. Three receivers at the top of your screen. Knights bring just 4. Knight over the middle, shallow cross. And that's caught by Grady Pizarro inside the 5. He'll go down at the 4.
Pass complete to Pizarro at the 4-yard line. First and goal for the Sharks.
Nine minutes to go in the third. First and goal to go from the 4 for the Sharks. Jaleel Davis, the running back. Knights bring the house, and they blow him up in the backfield. First guy to get there, big number 94, Amande Downing.
Tackle for loss by 94, Downing, and 17, Bruno, brings up second down and goal. Back at the 6-yard line.
Huge drive here for that Knights defense. 12-7. Sharks lead it. Second and goal to go from the 8. Knight, play fake, over the middle, tipped up in the air, and falls to the ground. Intended target, Drexel Brunson.
Third down and goal. I think that's the admin down there in the car.
Third and goal for the Sharks. Davis, the running back. Knights bring 5. Knight in trouble and goes down for a sack. Marcus Bates with another one. Huge sack to stall the drive for the Sharks. And now Patrick Knight slow to get up. And we'll have an official injury timeout as they take a look at Patrick Knight. 7:30 to go. Defense for the Knights gets the stand. We'll take a break on the other side. Welcome back to West Orange High School. 4th down for the Sharks. Patrick Knight was able to get off the field under his own power. Now they'll attempt a field goal. Eddie Duvernay, and a penalty comes out. It'll be a false start on the Knights, so that'll back them up 5 and makes this field goal even more challenging. So now you're looking at a 36-yard field goal. Looks like the offense is coming back out for East Coast. So how about the play call here or decision from East Coast? They don't want to try the 36-yard field goal attempt, so Patrick Knight back in at quarterback after being shaken up. 4 receivers set, Jaleel Davis, the running back. Here's Knight on 4th down. Floats one. That one almost intercepted, but it's a turnover on downs nonetheless. And the Knights take over. Huge stand by that defense from Central Florida. Welcome back to West Orange High School. The Knights defense stands their ground, gets the ball back for their offense. First down and 10 from their own 15. Handoff. Bounces it to the right side for the far side. Check that.
Handoff to number 5, Jordan Spoonhauer.
The handoff and the run there from Charles Robinson, number 3. At the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter, Sharks with a 12-7 lead.
Correction, that was C.J. Robinson on the carry.
Second down for the Knights. High snap, inside handoff. Nowhere to go for Robinson. Picks up maybe a yard.
Gain of 1 on the carry by Robinson. Third down and 4 for the Knights.
Third down and 4 for the Knights from their own 22. Robinson, the running back. Keith in motion. Pump. Hendricks pulls it down, and he crosses the 25, gets to the 28-yard line. That'll be good to move the chains.
Hendricks on the carry to the 29-yard line. That's enough for a Knights first down.
Good run there from the 6'2", 190 quarterback. Earlier this season had a 70-yard touchdown run. First down and 10 for the Knights from their own 29. Robinson, the running back. Moves over to the left hip, back to the right hip of Hendricks. Robinson gets it, finds the perimeter, turns it up, and that'll be good for a first.
C.J. Robinson on the carry. It's a gain of 10.
11-yard run for Robinson.
For a Knights first down.
First down and 10 for the Knights from their own 38. Robinson stays in at running back. Play fake. Hendricks throws near side. Tough grab. How about that? Sticky fingers from Dominique Brunson. Gain of 9.
Gain of 9 on the reception. Brings up second down and 1.
Offense trying to get some rhythm going here. Good start to this drive. Second down and 1. Hendricks sets up, pumps, rolling to the far side, trying to get to the outside, beats his defender, and he crosses the 30-yard line. And the dual threat quarterback extending the play for a first down. Good job from Hendricks outrunning Ryan Veit. .22-yard pickup.
Gain of 22 yards on the carry to the Sharks' 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Knights.
2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Knights trying to respond as they trail 12-7. First down and 10 from the 30. Robinson, the running back. Sharks show pressure. They bail. Hendricks in trouble. Loses the football. And the Sharks jump on it. East Coast football. What a stance by the defense.
Recovered by the Sharks. Recovered by the Sharks on their own 44-yard line.
So the Sharks defense comes up with the turnover. And now the undefeated Knights on the ropes. So here it comes. Patrick Knight and the Sharks defense. First and 10 from their own 44. Underneath. Shelburne. Good for a first down as he crosses the 45.
Tackle out of bounds by number 28, Marco Fisher. First down for the Sharks. Out of bounds on the Knights, 42-yard line.
.144 to go here in the third. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Sharks. And a flag comes out from the back judge. Looks like it's going to be too many men on the field for the Knights.
That's what it is. Defense.
And that'll
5-yard penalty.
put the Sharks 5 yards
Ball on the defense.
up the
5-yard
field.
penalty.
So uncharacteristic penalties here down the stretch for Central Florida at home. Quick snap. Davis with the handoff and gets to the 35-yard line.
Davis on the carry. Across the 25.
That'll move the chains for a first down, East Coast.
First and 10 for the Sharks.
Under a minute to go here in the third. First down and 10 from the 24 for the Sharks. Davis with the handoff inside. The big fella cuts up and one defender away from a touchdown. Good shoestring tackle by Willie Jenkins.
First down for the Sharks.
How about the offensive rhythm here for East Coast? Everything going right here for the Sharks in the second half. Already with a 12-7 lead, a chance to add to it here. And it looks like that will be the final play of the third quarter. Closing performance here coming up, 12-7, East Coast, 3-2, trying to get their fourth win and give the Knights their first loss. Welcome back to West Orange High School. The Sharks 13 yards away from a touchdown and 15 minutes away from giving the Knights their first loss of the season. 1st and 10. Knights bring pressure, quick throw, far side, and that one falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Intended target was Shelburne. Second down and 10 for the Sharks. From the 13-yard line, Jaleel Davis, the running back. And early movement up front for the Knights, and that'll move the ball 5 yards up the field, and even better field position for the Sharks. Another uncharacteristic penalty for the Knights.
2nd down and 5.
That'll make it 2nd down and 5. They'll spot the ball at the 7-yard line. Davis, the running back. Knights bring pressure, play fake, throw across the middle, and that one too low. Intended receiver, Shane DeRone. Pressure got home for the Knights there. Third down and 7 for the Sharks. 4 receiver set. Davis, the running back. Knights bring 4. And that one dropped out of the backfield by Davis. Heard the footsteps from the defense, and a bring up 4th down for the Sharks. And it looks like the kicking unit will come out for East Coast. Missed opportunity there by Jaleel Davis. Eddie Dufresne comes out for the field goal attempt. 24-yard field goal attempt. Early jump. And the kick is no good, but a penalty. And that changes the entire situation. Another uncharacteristic penalty for the Knights. The 3rd on this drive. So it's going to be 1st and goal now for the Sharks. What a crucial penalty by the Knights. So they'll spot the ball at the 2. And if you're Dwight Gifford for the Knights, you have to be heated right now from what you're seeing on the field. The Knights undefeated. They've played sound football all season. Not so much so far in this one. Now, the Sharks already with a 12-7 lead. 1st and goal. Timeout on the field called by the Sharks. We'll take one as well. Almost a minute into the fourth quarter, and the Sharks have it 1st and goal from the 2-yard line after an offsides penalty. Inside handoff, bounces it to the right side, and in for a touchdown, Jaleel Davis.
Touchdown, Sharks. Davis on the carry, 3 yards.
The Knights of Central Florida absolutely stunned here in this second half. Their undefeated record on the line. And East Coast will now go for 2. Two running backs, play fake to the back of the end zone looking for Pizarro and couldn't find him. 18-7 your score. 3-2 East Coast leads the undefeated Knights. And the Sharks have the undefeated Knights on the ropes. We'll take a break with 13:58 to play. (18-7) your score. The East Coast Sharks lead it with 13:58 to play. They go down the field, punch it in with a Jaleel Davis touchdown. And now Mario Johnson will have to field it off the hop inside the 5. Spins, still on his feet, and eventually brought down. So now can the offense of Central Florida respond? 2-possession game, 18-7. Still plenty of time to work here.
Ball returned to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Knights from their own 21. Rashard Hendricks has had a strong season through 4 games. Time to turn it up here. Come out in the empty set and a pre-snap penalty. We'll see what the call is here.
Flag on the play before the snap.
Still looking for an answer. And it looks like they'll pick up the flag. So we'll play ball. Or check that.
No flag.
All right, no flag. But Mario Johnson is coming out the game. Not sure why. Maybe there's a uniform issue or something. I'm not sure. So Rashad Hickman in for the Knights. He'll check in at running back. Hendricks checks it down. And he'll run out of bounds. That's Rayshard Hickman picks up 3.
Hickman on the reception
4-yard pickup.
from Hendricks, gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
And a timeout called by Central Florida.
Timeout called by the Knights.
13:22 to play. 18-7. Sharks lead it. Welcome back to West Orange High School in Winter Garden, Florida. So head coach for the Knights, Dwight Gifford, having a long conversation with the white hat official. Mario Johnson took his shoulder pads off and headed to the locker room. So it appears his day is done, and he was ejected from this game. And Dwight Gifford was looking for an explanation. But nonetheless, both teams back on the field. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Knights from their own 24-yard line. Here's Hendricks to throw. Chunks it down, and that one incomplete to Hickman.
Hendricks' pass is incomplete.
Hickman is saying he caught that football, but it hit the turf. That's an incompletion.
Umpire overruled the line judge, or the linesman. It was incomplete.
Well, but he's rolling the clock, so it must be complete.
It's weird.
Correction, pass complete at the 25-yard line, brings up 3rd down.
So the pass is confirmed as the completion. It is 3rd down and 5 now from their own 25 for the Knights. Hickman remains in at running back. Here's Hendricks, cuts it in the seams. He's got Abney on his feet, turns on the burners, put him up, put him down, Touchdown, Knights. Quick strike from Central Florida. 75-yard touchdown for the Knights.
75-yard touchdown from Hendricks.
Don't look now. We've got a ball game, folks. And the Knights will line up for two.
Two-point attempt by the Knights.
Empty set for Rashard Hendricks. Hendricks rolls to his right, throws back of the end zone, and knocked down. So 18-13 your score. Rashard Hendricks throws his second touchdown of the day. One-score game, 12:37 to play from West Orange High School. (18-13). Sharks lead it, and a great response from the Knights. 12:37 to go. And can the Sharks respond? This one fielded from the 25. They already have one kickoff return for a touchdown. Nowhere to go on this one. And they'll spot this ball at the 31-yard line. Alex Abney took the top off the defense on that last drive for the Knights. 75-yard touchdown catch. And now we've got a one-score game. Knights had as bad of a start you can have to the second half, but they weathered the storm with a quick strike on offense. Now the defense for Central Florida playing with some juice. So they will re-kick it. Looks like there was a penalty, so we'll re-kick. Not sure what the penalty was, but they'll spot the ball at the 30.
We have encroachment called on the kicking team.
So there was encroachment on Central Florida. So Jacob Lamo will re-kick. Strong kick. This one fielded inside the 30. Room to run. Bounces it to the far side. Anthony Holly goes out of bounds as he crosses midfield. So another solid spot to start the field position here for the Sharks. Big drive here for East Coast. The Knights of Central Florida trying to remain perfect to move to 5-0. Here comes Patrick Knight and the Sharks offense. 4 receivers set. Handoff to Davis. Up the middle. Nowhere to go. And big number 94, Amande Downing there. Loses a yard.
Amande Downing on the tackle, loss of 1. Second down and 11.
11:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Second down and 11 for East Coast from their own 49. Knights bring pressure on the outside. Quick throw far side. Falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Intended target was Deontay Shelburne. Third down and 11 for East Coast. Knight to throw. Pressure in his face. Over the middle. And incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down. So a 3 and out for East Coast. And the momentum back to Central Florida. Calvin Brown Jr. back to return for the Knights. Eddie Dufresne set to boot it away.
Jenkins and Keith to return for the Knights.
Delay of game.
And a delay of game on East Coast. Check that. Willie Jenkins is back for the return.
Delay of game called on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay fourth down.
So more room for Willie Jenkins to operate here. Eddie Dufresne to kick it away from his own 32. And another whistle. So they will adjust the game clock. They'll put 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Courtney Keith also back for the return. Dufresne gets it away. Not a great punt. Sails out of bounds. And they'll spot the football at the 35-yard line. So after a big strike on their last series, the Knights of Central Florida get the football back with 11 minutes to play. Welcome back to West Orange High School, UFLX Week 6. The Knights, a chance to take the lead here on this drive. Hendricks looks to throw over the middle. On that one, almost intercepted. That one falls incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Brown.
Anthony Holly had a chance at it. And Rashard Hendricks lives to fight another day. Intended target was Abney Jr. He's got a 75-yard touchdown catch. Here's second down and 10. Hendricks rips it far side, looking for Abney Jr. again, out of bounds.
Pass incomplete, intended for Abney. Third down.
The Sharks trying to force a 3-and-out here. 3rd and 10 for the Knights. From their own 35. Rashard Hendricks unloads in the seam. And they had a chance to connect on a huge play, but Courtney Keith couldn't bring it in. 3-and-out for the Knights.
Pass incomplete.
And Jake Lameau will come out to punt it away.
Fourth down for the Knights.
The most winningest coach was asked for football history, what do you contribute to success? And the person he said was, he was certainly a talent, he was, but
So we got a timeout on the field.
really nice because he says,
And the Knights will take it. 10:42 to play. We'll take a break. Fourth down and 10 for for Central Florida. And they will punt this football away. Back for the return. Well, check that. They'll play defense just to play for a potential fake here from Central Florida. So Jake Lameau set to kick it away. No deep man for East Coast, and this will take a bounce inside the 40. And the ball will die at the 26-yard line. So a 3-and-out for the Knights. Sharks take over. 10:30 to play. You're watching the UFLX on Varsity Sports Nation. East Coast back on offense. First down and 10 from their own 30. Check that, their own 26-yard line. Handoff to Davis. Falls forward. Picks up 4.
Tackle on the play by number 30, Rob Gregory. Gain of 2 on the carry.
Or check that, a 2-yard pickup by Jaleel Davis. Under 10 minutes to go. Second down and 8 for East Coast. Knights showing pressure. They bring it up the middle. Davis, nowhere to go. That front 7 for Central Florida has played a heck of a game. Michael Mitchell, the linebacker, the first to get there.
4 yards. Third down and 12.
So a loss of 4 brings up third down and 12 for the Sharks. Man coverage on the outside. Here's Knight. Looks to throw. In the seam. Batted in the air. And intercepted. Frank Ward. When they needed it the most. And Ward hurts his knee after the interception. Gives the ball back to his offense, but now all the concern is the health of their corner. We'll take an injury timeout. Welcome back to West Orange High School. Ward gets the interception for the Knights, gets up off the field, helped off by the training staff, but looks to be okay, had a smile on his face, and even a better situation for the offense. First down and 10 from the 41, inside handoff, Robinson. And cut down quickly, tried to bounce it outside. And now a Sharks defender, slow to get to his feet. Looks like that's Lorenzo Reeves. What a change of events. Frank Ward with a clutch interception. 18-13 your score with 8:30 to play here in the fourth. The Knights trying to remain perfect on the season. One of 3 teams in the league coming into this weekend with a perfect record in the UFLX. Second down and 9 from the 39. Hendricks throws it far side, caught. And pushed out of bounds. That's caught by Dominique Brunson. That's caught by Calvin Brown, number 13.
Third down and 9.
Third down and 9 for the Knights. Hendricks takes a shot in the seam. Got him in. Inside the 15. Courtney Keith.
Pass is complete to number 12, Courtney Keith.
What a rip from Hendricks.
First down. First and goal for the Knights on the 9-yard line.
First and goal for the Knights from the 8-yard line. Charles Robinson, the running back. And a whistle and a flag stops the play. That'll be a false start.
False start called against the offense.
And that's KJ Thompson in at quarterback. He's got some serious wheels. But the offense, a little too jumpy there. 6:43 to play here in the fourth.
First and goal from the 14-yard line.
So here's KJ Johnson, the speedier quarterback. And another pre-snap penalty. False start on the Knights, going the wrong direction.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down. First and goal from the
KJ Thompson remains in the game here. And Rashard Hendricks is lined up at receiver on the near side here. So a little bit of a wrinkle here for the Knights. Under 6 minutes to play. Charles Robinson, the running back. Sharks bring 4. Thompson looking downfield. Throws it. And it's intercepted by the Sharks. The Knights got too cute. And the Sharks make them pay.
Out of bounds at the 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Sharks.
Intercepted by Anthony Hawley. And a huge letdown for the undefeated Knights. Questionable decision there on offense by Dwight Gifford and his staff for the Knights. 5:29 to play. Gifford having a conversation with the white hat official. And the Sharks are ready to go on offense. Sharks back with the football. First down and 10 from their own 10. Knights defense needs a stop. Handoff. Jaleel Davis up the middle. Running over defenders. Tackle made by Willie Jenkins.
Tackle by Willie Jenkins.
Approaching the 5-minute mark, 18-13, Sharks lead it.
Gain of 8 yards, second down and 2.
Anthony Hawley with a clutch interception for East Coast, giving the ball back to his offense. Second down and 2 from the 17-yard line. This time, Knight keeps it on the option. Room to run, falls to his feet. And that'll be good for a first down. Smart play to stay in bounds from Patrick Knight.
Quarterback keeper.
4:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. This would be a huge upset for the East Coast Sharks. Coming on the road to upset the undefeated Knights of Central Florida. First down and 10 for the Sharks at their own 26-yard line. Heavy formation. Handoff off the far side. Bouncing off of tackles. Falling forward. Picks up 9. And that clock continues to run. 3:41 to go. And that Knights defense, they've got to get off the field some way. And check that. That will be a first down, East Coast. A late spot. They'll move the chains. So it's first and 10 for East Coast at their own 35. Jaleel Davis, he's been the workhorse all evening for the Sharks. They pitch it to him. Room to run. And he's close to another first down. Central Florida trying to rip that football out.
Tackle made by Malik Wilson.
Tackle made by Malik Wilson, the middle linebacker.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Gain of 7, second down and 3 for East Coast.
Second down and 3.
2:25 remaining in the game. Knights in the house, up the middle. Davis gets it and still picks up some positive yardage. Call it a gain of 1, and that'll be the final play
Gain of 1.
before the 2-minute warning.
Carry.
So the Knights on the ropes. They need a stop on defense. The Sharks
2 minutes.
lead at 18-13, 2 minutes to play from West Orange High School. Two minutes to go here at West Orange High School. The East Coast Sharks 2 minutes away from upsetting the undefeated Central Florida Knights.
Third down and 2 for the Sharks.
Sharks with their heavy formation, still in the gun. Handed off to Davis off the far side. Bounces it. Look at the big fella. Roll down the sideline. And he crosses the 35-yard line. And the Knights running out of opportunities here. We do have an injured Knights player back at the 40-yard line. Jaleel Davis, can't say enough about him. He's been the workhorse all game for the Sharks. Haven't been able to stop him. The Knights have sent blitzes every single direction, but he's countered and respond, just rolling with the defenders. But all the concern now is with the injured Knights player at the 40-yard line does rise to his feet. Looks like that's number 35 for the Knights. That's Malik Wilson. And looks like he's going to be okay. He'll come out for at least a play. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Sharks at the 35-yard line. That defensive line for the Knights have had no push on this drive. Two backs in the backfield. Jaleel Davis. No safety back for the Knights. Early movement. That'll be an offsides on Central Florida.
Flag on the play.
A situation of desperation now for the Knights. That's going to make it first down and 5. And really, the Sharks can start taking a knee here. Oh, check that. False start on East Coast.
Start called on the offense.
So some life here
Move back.
for the Knights.
1st and 15 from the 40. And the clock stops too, right?
1 minute, 23 seconds remain. Biggest play of the game was that interception by K.J. Thomas. Rashard Hendricks lined up at receiver on that play. Everyone's going to remember that one. What a play here for the Sharks. Wide open down the far side. And that's good for a first down and a whole lot more. Stays on his feet and into the end zone. Touchdown, Sharks. What a dagger.
Touchdown, Sharks. That was an unexpected play call. Halfback screen. Did not see that coming. How many people did he run through? 8 people. There's your highlight of the week.
That's going to do it here, folks. 1 minute 8 remains, but the dagger thrown from the East Coast Sharks. And the Sharks will line up for 2. Knight, handoff, Davis. He's been a workhorse all night. In for the 2-point conversion. 26-13, 1 minute 8 to go. And the Sharks on their way to picking up their biggest win of the season and their 4th. A complete breakdown in the 4th quarter from the Knights. Biggest play of the game is going to be the play call when the Knights had a chance to take the lead. K.J. Thompson comes in at quarterback, throws an interception, and everything unraveled from there. The defense for the Knights couldn't get a stop. A game of momentum. So Eddie Dufresne will kick it away for the Sharks. 1 minute, 8 seconds remain. Back for the return. K.J. Thompson. And Abney Jr., Alex Abney Jr. Shallow kick. Off the bounce. Here's Thompson. Tries the reverse field, stays on his feet, and taken down at the 35 with 57 seconds to go.
To the 35-yard line.
26-13.
10 for the Knights.
And at this point, you're just playing for some good film. So Rashard Hendricks will lead the offense, and he's back in at quarterback. They'll start this drive from the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Knights on the 40-yard line.
Oh, so look at this. KJ Thompson still in at quarterback. Throws it near side, caught by Abney Jr. Looking to reverse field. He's got blockers in front. Abney Jr. crosses the 45-yard line. And the clock continues to roll. We're at 40 seconds.
Carry after the reception to the 49.
Not really sure what has happened with the personnel situation, but even in this situation, Rashard Hendricks is not in at quarterback. He's lined up at the bottom of your screen at receiver. And they throw it to him. Hendricks puts his shoulder down as he crosses the 30-yard line, takes a huge hit.
Pass complete from Thompson to Hendricks. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First down for the Knights.
So it is a first down, 16 seconds to go. And a timeout on the field. It's going to be called by East Coast.
Called by the Sharks, their final timeout of the half.
So the head coach for East Coast, Scott Veit, wants to take a timeout, make sure his team is poised, not to do anything uncharacteristically here. We've seen the Knights sideline kind of in a frenzy, arguing with each other since that interception thrown by KJ Thompson. And KJ Thompson still in at quarterback. Hendricks lined up at receiver. I don't understand it. Maybe we'll get some clarification throughout the week. Here's Thompson on first down. Buying time, rolls to his right. Guns it to the end zone. And that one hits the turf, falls incomplete with 4 seconds to go.
Pass is incomplete. Brings out second down and 10.
Four seconds to go in this one. Final play of the game. Final throw of the game for Thompson. Unloads it and just throws it out of bounds. And that'll do it. The East Coast Sharks come on the road to upset the undefeated Knights of Central Florida 26-13.
And that's the game. Your final score tonight, the East Coast Sharks, 26.
For Jared Oliver and the entire Varsity Sports Nation crew at West Orange High School, a Week 6 upset on the road for the Sharks. We'll see you next week.
Officials, coaches, players, and of course, you, the fans.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.